Hey, how you doing? You caught me filling out the census. This is Mark Martin Brass from the Vieques Conservation and Historical Trust, and I'm filling out the census. What's the census? It's a count that they do every 10 years of the persons that live in the United States and their territories. Have you filled it out? Well, you should. I'll be honest with you and confess that this is my first census that I have ever filled out. But when the Hispanic Federation and the Vieques Conservation and Historical Trust taught me and motivated me on why I needed to fill out the census, I decided it's a great idea, and you should too. Let me show you a little bit of why it's important. Why should you fill out the census? Well, there's about 800 billion reasons that we should. See, the federal government assigns $800 billion based on the information they gather in the census. And if you look at Vieques and what it needs, education, health, transportation, and some of these other programs are essential to the well-being of the community. So the more that we participate in filling out this census and explaining who we are and what we need, the more we all count. So filling it out is very important. Come with me and I'll show you how easy it actually is to fill out the census. Filling out the census. It used to be that people would come and knock on your door and say, hey, I'm the census person, and get your information. They're really not doing that anymore, and especially in this COVID-19 times, we don't want that to happen. So they came up with ways that you could do it pretty easily by going on your tablet and filling it out. You can also go on your phone, and we're going to give you some phone numbers you can call in your census. Or you might have received a letter in the mail like this one. We send a lot out in March, and it has an identification number, it has a self-addressed envelope, a questionnaire, and you can just mail in your census. Well, I'm doing it by the internet, and I went on the web, went to Census, and started filling it out. I didn't have an identification number, but it prompted me to a way that I could get to the questions. Let's talk about the questions. We really don't have to fill out anything you don't want. So you just fill out the questions that you think are appropriate to answer. And the information that you provide them is protected by federal law, and no agency, organization, or individual can use them against you. So you see, there's a lot of reasons why we should fill out the census, especially in Vieques, which is an underserved community. And by making your voice count, you can get some of the things that we desperately need for the well-being of the community. So make sure that we all count.